Okay, so before you guys say anything, trust me, I know that she's rough, but this car has actually been through quite a bit. It got hit with a really bad hailstorm here in Colorado. The rust is pretty common, but there's all sorts of problems. So we got to start somewhere. I wanted to actually start with the roof, but we'd have to remove all the trim pieces and the car wouldn't be drivable for a little while. We'd have to remove the glass, stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and start on the trunk. Spoiler, actually wet sanded a while back and buffed it because it had a lot of imperfections in it. And by my mistake, I took too much material off. And so now it started chipping away and fading. You guys can see that. So we are gonna address the spoiler, and then also we're going to do some hail dent repair on the trunk. Pretty chipped away, but the base coat's actually not bad, so depending on how it looks, we should just be able to re-clear coat it. So I'm gonna start with 1000 grit. My main goal here is not to take anything away. I just want to knock down the edges where the clear coat's chipping away, and then we'll sand the underside just so we get some adhesion when we spray the new clear coat. But we're just gonna try and make this look as nice as possible and go from there. So to be honest, I really have no idea what I'm doing, but I got a glue gun, some glue sticks, and a dent puller. This, I guess, is a very common way of doing PDR, so let's give it a shot. Worst case scenario, we'll end up having to hire someone, but. All right, so a couple things I've learned is when it's too hot, the glue doesn't do what it's supposed to. It doesn't work at all. So I had to back the car up, try and get it in the shade a little bit. I'm gonna cool it down with some water, and hopefully I can keep going. It does seem to work. You just gotta do it over and over again, I guess.
So as you can see, the rain kind of took us out for a minute, but it stopped. So well, it kind of stopped. But as you can see, I mean, it actually works pretty well. I'm hyped. I even took a couple out of this rear quarter right here, and it ended up going pretty well too. So I'm just gonna keep at it. I'm not gonna show you guys a whole ton. We'll put a couple clips in there, but I wanted to ask you guys, what do you think of the no spoiler look? I don't know. I kind of like it. You know, it's not too bad. So now would be the time I decide whether I'm going to take the trunk off and scuff it up and re-clear coat it. This trunk already has a ton of orange peel. I'm not a professional painter, but I don't think it can look worse than it already does. So I think I might take this off and go ahead and reshoot the clear on it. I was having some issues with the gun a little bit earlier. It had to do with the regulator. I think I got it all figured out. That's why you guys might have seen the gun spitting a little bit. So I think I got it all figured out. So we'll go ahead and take this off, get it scuffed up, and maybe paint it. I didn't expect for the tripod to fall right there, but we got it shot. It turned out all right. I'm gonna let it sit overnight, and then I'll check back in with you guys in the morning when we put everything back together. So as you guys can tell, we got it painted. Like I said, I'm not a professional painter. There's like 1 or 2 runs in it and some little dust nibs, but it's been baking in the sun a lot yesterday and today. You don't really need to let 2K clear coat bake in the sun, but I feel like it helps speed up the process, and I want to be able to hit this with a 3000 grit sponge and then buff it before we install it. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out though. It looks sick and definitely looks better than the faded clear that was on it from 2000. Alright, so we got the trunk and we got the spoiler on. It's not perfect. I think it looks a lot better. We got some dents out. By no means is this a way to go about doing body work. I really just wanted to get some more clear coat on it so that it'll look nicer for the time being. But we are going to change this down the road. The trunk is going to get some changes, and then the spoiler is going to get completely replaced. So with that being said, I wanted to end the video here. I think we're almost to 300 subscribers. By the time this video is posted, we might have already hit it. So I just wanted to say thank you all for that. That's really awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video.